Amrit Mahotsav.
We also remember the freedom fighter Alluri Seetharamaraju. Alluri Seetharamaraju was born in 1897 in a village called Mogallu near Bhimavaram in Andhra Pradesh. He was inspired by the revolutionaries of Bengal to fight against the British government.
Alluri is remembered for leading the Rampa Rebellion against the British in the early 1920s. The people honoured him with the title Manyam Virudu, which translates to Hero of the Jungles.
Welcome to CSR Science. So today in this particular video we'll be talking about a particular personality from the topic of modern history, that is the tribal uprising. So recently there was a news, your Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be participating in the 125th birth anniversary of Alluri Seetharamaraju. So who was Alluri Seetharamaraju? In what tribal uprising he took a part? So all these things we'll be covering in this particular video. So Alluri Seetharamaraju was an Indian revolutionary who waged an armed campaign against the British colonial rule in India in the area of Andhra Pradesh. He became involved in anti-British activities because the British passed a particular law, that is the Madras Forest Act of 1882, which restricted the free movement of the tribal communities in their forest habitat. That is one thing, and it also prevented them from practicing a traditional form of agriculture which is known as podu. It is nothing but the shifting cultivation. So because of these two things, it raised a discontent towards the British, and that led to the Rampa Rebellion of 1922, in which he played a major part as a leader. Now this rebellion is also known as Manyam Rebellion. So this is another name which is called as Manyam Rebellion. So it began in 1922 and it lasted until the capture and killing of Alluri Seetharamaraju in 1924. Some more information about Seetharamaraju is he was engaged in guerrilla campaigns against the British colonial authorities in the border regions of Madras Presidency, which was part of the East Godavari and Visakhapatnam. He was nicknamed Manyam Virudu. It means the hero of the jungle. So he was called by this name by the local villagers for his heroic exploits. Harnessing the widespread discontent towards British colonial rule in the backdrop of the non-cooperation movement, because this particular tribal uprising was going around 1922. So at that point of time, non-cooperation movement was also going on, because non-cooperation movement started from 1920 till 1922 till the Chauri Chaura incident. So in a way these two movements coincided with each other, and also this movement took help of the non-cooperation movement. So we can go through one question here. The question is, with reference to tribal uprising of modern history, the British dubbed which of the following as Fituri? So here the thing is Fituri. This is the term. So the British called which of the following as Fituri. This is an extra information which can help you in prelims. So the Fituri, the term Fituri means revolt. So the British usually called Rampa Rebellion as Fituri. This is a value-add information you can add in your notes. So the British termed Rampa disturbances as the Fituri. So one thing which you need to note here is this Rampa Rebellion of 1922, where Alluri Seetharamaraju was the leader, was the second Rampa Rebellion. So the first Rampa Rebellion, the area was the same. It was against the forest tribes. So the first Rampa Rebellion of 1879 is the first Rampa Rebellion of 1879. So only to distinguish between these two I have mentioned here. So you can write in the comment box something about the first Rampa Rebellion of 1879. You can search the internet and you can write in the comment box. Now Alluri Seetharamaraju was also a follower of Gandhiji and also a follower of non-cooperation movement. How? Because he adopted the aspects of non-cooperation movement by the following ways. He promoted controlling of your thoughts, action and behavior in a reasonable way. This was also the ideology of Gandhiji. So he also in a way promoted that particular ideology. Also prohibiting drinking alcohol, same thing, Gandhiji promoted it. Wearing khadi, we all know khadi was promoted by Gandhiji. He boycotted colonial courts because this was a part of non-cooperation movement. In non-cooperation movement, courts were boycotted, and he also favored panchayat courts. Same thing which happened in non-cooperation movement. Panchayat courts were favored because Gandhiji was always in favor of panchayat or panchayati raj, that is village rule, or back to the villages. Now, some like what is the legacy of Alluri Seetharamaraju? See, Mahatma Gandhi paid his tribute to Alluri's life, saying, "Though I do not approve of his armed rebellion, I pay my homage to his bravery and sacrifice." He paid his homage to his bravery and sacrifice, but yes, he was not favored of his armed rebellion because Gandhiji believed in non-violence. Okay. Next is Jawaharlal Nehru also commented that Raju was one of those few heroes that could be counted on fingers. So that was also a very big thing and a big, it's kind of a paying respect to a hero. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose also noted that Alluri was fierce in his determination, and his unparalleled courage and sacrifice for people will ensure him a place in history. So these are the things which leaders, national leaders like Gandhiji, Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose have paid their respect to Alluri Seetharamaraju. So recently there was a news in 2020, very recent news. The government of Andhra Pradesh carved out a new district named after Alluri Seetharamaraju from the erstwhile Vishakhapatnam district, with Paderu as its headquarters. So that's it for today. This is the topic of Alluri Seetharamaraju. You can note down these things and it may help you in prelims. Thank you.